But you either like the beard or you hate it. But I almost just did this and went bzz. I was just going to buzz it off. See, now I was going to do it tomorrow.
Go, I mean, do it, man.
Now you made me worry.
Like, it takes, that's a cultivation. Like,
it is, man.
You get crops on your face.
Yes.
I mean, you can harvest if you want, but I mean, why not let them grow big and plump? I mean, I
need Monsanto beard.
Plus, you're pushing November. It's No Shave November.
See, you sold me. All right. Looks like I will not be shaving. And we're going to go ahead and get this started.
Oh, we're on. All right.
Yeah. So let's go ahead. I'm going to be... Here, we'll start out with this one. We'll start out with Justice League.
I think the trailer doesn't show enough yet where I know what's going on. It looks like they show a lot of humor.
Yes.
Which DC has none, and I see what they're trying to do.
Yes.
But it's like, I want to see more. Yeah, the interactions are cool. The Flash looks really awesome. And I want to see it, but I want to see more action. I want to see what they have a little more. They haven't shown enough yet. It was a Comic-Con trailer, so I mean...
Yeah, and it's like, right now what they showed us, they just wanted to make sure everybody got to see each character.
Aquaman looks badass, and I was totally against it, but now that I've seen it, he looks awesome.
I've been right there from the start.
Momoa, or Mimosa, whatever.
Mimosa, I don't know. I think I call a couple people Mimosa anymore. But yeah, my Mimosa. But no, I thought, like, he's the definite, like, my Aquaman was 90s Aquaman. He had a hook hand, long blonde hair, and the beard. And it's like,
he's just not blonde. That's the only thing.
But, you know...
Who cares?
Man, he's that dirty, sandy, brownish blonde that it's just like, who gives a fuck, man? It's like, it still looks good, and it's like, most of the movie's going to be dark, that it's like having a darker tone of hair to just reflect here and there.
I'm glad they added the humor, though. I am, because it needed it.
Like, but it's like, once
again... Because that's the thing with the Avengers, why it's so good, is because you've got that camaraderie, you got good, quippy dialogue.
They're getting there, man. They started off a little dark. They're getting there.
I prefer the dark. Still blow Marvel out of the water, and I mean, they have it on everything else other than film.
Yes,
like they haven't beat
the animated movies.
I like the films better personally. I thought Dawn of Justice was far better than anything Marvel's ever made. I love that movie. Yes. I love it.
I completely agree.
And the director's cut. The director's cut.
I know you haven't fully watched. We didn't make it through the whole thing, but
Suicide Squad.
I liked it. I liked the hell out of it.
Joel, he loves it. Like I want to see it. All I got to see was the first half, and I like what I saw. I really like the Joker. I thought he was cool,
dude. He really makes you just feel grimy. Like, he's a legit gangster in it. So I do believe that there's the version of that movie that does have way more Jared Leto and is a way darker.
They've already said that there's the extended release coming out when the DVD comes, and it's R-rated. But I don't know what's in it yet.
It'll be that movie. It'll be that movie. It's gonna be the movie everybody thought.
I saw it on
Facebook. after seeing how they did with Batman, it's like, I probably wouldn't have wanted to sit through all that. Like, it was already so long that it's like, it wasn't a bad cut in theaters. But when you saw the unrated cut of Batman, it's like, oh, this shit really, like, I understand way more now. You know what I mean? Like, not that I didn't, but it really filled in so many gaps.
I agree. I'm gonna type in right here what's going to be in Suicide Squad extended cut, because I know it's already been cut.
It better. Well, it was the original cut that they were going to go with. Then they couldn't play an R rating. They needed more young people to see it. And then they wanted to play it safe with some humor. But it's like, there's a whole nother version of that movie I want to see. Now, with Justice League, that's not what I'm hoping for.
I hope it's good and long, though. I want like a 3-hour movie.
But I hope it's not... I hope... Justice League is a movie you should be able to see with your kids.
We asked for it, we begged for it. Honestly, many of us even pleaded for it. Ladies and gentlemen, now it seems our prayers have finally been answered. After a lukewarm critical reception and surprisingly profitable theatrical run, an extended cut of David Ayer's Suicide Squad will soon hit shelves. Check out the trailer below. There's a trailer.
Nice.
Above the Task Force Act, above trailer doesn't provide too much information regarding how much additional footage will be added, but it's very clear that an overwhelming majority of cutscenes will make their way back into the finished product. This means more Harley, more Joker, more Deadshot, and more of everything else that made the film so fun in the first place. Perhaps the most notable aspect of the trailer is the inclusion of Joker, Harley, and Quinzel scenes. Okay, there's going to be more of those.
Yeah, because there's a whole shit when this there's a lot you could tell was missing if you watch the trailer.
Although a few large number of flashback sequences involve Jared Leto's Joker and Margot Robbie's Robbie, will wound up on the cutting room floor. The extended cut will apparently delve far deeper into the history of their dysfunctional relationship.
Sweet.
This will go a long way towards satisfying fans who felt misled by the advertising of the movie, as well as several of the film's stars. Even Jared Leto has remained incredibly vocal about his dissatisfaction with the final cut of the film.
So he's not even watched it, by the way.
I know.
He doesn't watch any of his movies. but from everything his fans, because he does a 30 Seconds to Mars camp and shit, and everything his fans have been telling him, he's just really been listening to them, and so he's pieced his opinion on his dissatisfaction with it from them.
He says he was tricked into it, which is stupid. I don't believe
wasn't
that.
tricked.
No, he definitely prepared for that fucking role.
I don't think it was that he... I really think this cut that we're going to see... Yeah, when you see how much more and what a bigger part he kind of...
Yeah, I hope there's a lot more of that.
Yeah, and so that's what we're going to get, and then that's where it's like, that's where I feel he's meaning the trick, that it's like, I was told this and that, we filmed this and that scene, and when fans are telling him those scenes aren't in it.
Did you see some of the concept art for this movie that was apparently not done for the villains?
For Suicide
Yeah.
Squad? No.
The villains, it looked crazy. Like, they looked so much better than what they actually, the villains looked like. Like, it was totally different.
Jack Courtney.
Awesome.
Loved him in it.
And from when I saw, he was great. He was adorable.
He's adorable, yeah. But what I'm looking for out of this Justice League is, this is a movie that, this is what PG-13 is created for. It needs to have the violence of a Marvel movie, but it also needs that humor, because this is
kids are going.
Yes.
And they don't.
This doesn't need. I don't need an unrated director's cut R of a Justice League movie.
That's why Dark Knight was like, when I saw it, I was old enough to appreciate it. Young kids, when they see it, they don't care for it because it's a lot of complex storyline, and like it's a heist movie in some parts. So they don't like it. They like the Joker. That's about it. Like,
So I don't know. And like we keep saying, old Batfleck. He's never been Affleck anymore. He's always Batfleck.
I also think, before you move on, just 1 second, Dawn of Justice should have just came out the way it was, R-rated. And they waited a lot. But the people that really hate it are younger people, I've found out. They really don't like it. Like, and a lot of older people don't like it, but my 30s and 40s, they love it. It's because it's a good, well-written movie that has a lot of good parts.
It didn't have the greatest dialogue, but it didn't have the worst.
No, it didn't have the worst. I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, just... like we were saying earlier with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, it's like I really feel Batfleck is like
he's made a new Batman,
and I think even though he seemed like the critics was upset about the movie, nothing bad was said about his Batman.
No,
and that's the only reason I feel he's sticking around is he's like, well, I guess everybody loved the fuck out of me, even people that hate me.
Batman,
he is Batman.
Like, you know, the Kevin Smith movies he's in with it's so nerdy and stuff. Yeah, he always plays a douchebag, but he's one of their friends, and you know he loves Batman.
And well, he has his own Bat cave. He has a bookshelf that moves in his man cave.
Really?
Yeah, he has his own little man cave.
Embraced it.
Yeah, so it's like it was good to see a fan play Batman, but it's like he really you've never had a better Batman and Bruce Wayne, and you got to see Batman detect.
Alfred was awesome.
Alfred was fantastic. Everything about but it's like everything about that character is great. But I feel after that, Ben Affleck saw that he can save and tie this universe together, and it's like just seeing. I feel him going and collecting all those superheroes in the trailers. Just Ben Affleck, listen.
Yeah.
He's the Donald Trump of this DC universe. He's like, we're going to make this movie. It's going to be great. People are going to love it.
You're going to be in it.
Let's be in it. Let's do this. It's like everybody's going to love it. I love it. Let's do this.
He's got the directing chops to make his own Batman movie.
That's what I can't wait for, man.
I know it's going to be good.
And the writer is actually a writer for DC and Batman comics that's working on it with him.
One thing I want to talk about before we're done with this one is what I was talking about with Halloween the other day and Friday the 13th, about who's actually writing and directing it and how it might actually be really good. So, because we're doing horror mostly for the rest of this, right?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this one right here.
Get Out.
Well, hold on. While we're on fun things, let's go ahead and do this one. This is what I'm excited about.
See, I just don't. Again, I haven't been shown enough.
But I'm biased. In the first place, if you can't just see all the Power
Rangers. Some of those toys are mine, though. You forget. A lot of the Power Rangers are mine.
But you notice how Power Rangers is on my side?
That's true. Yeah.
I gave you more Star Wars, even a fucking Power Ranger.
I never noticed that. I appreciate that.
Hey man, I work it more towards Vader. Yeah, man, I try to work it a little bit towards more of how. All right, just different things. I mean, I know it all kind of bleeds together.
Jurassic Park here. That's good. I like it.
Yeah, man. So it's not bad. It's not bad, but I did realize what I did.
Let's tie the room together right here. The autographed Boba Fett.
Autographed Boba Fett. That might be worth something. The dude's dead, so
it might be.
Eventually,
I think some of these might be worth. These Micro Machines things I have are worth something. I checked and to buy them new in the box. It's like a couple $100.
This Boba Fett, when I actually opened it and everything it did, I was like,
the best one's Vader. If he's down there.
Is it the Death Star one?
Yeah, the one with the window that blows out. The Empire Strikes Back. Maybe I didn't bring Darth
Vader. I don't have Vader. Yeah.
I probably left him at home. I'm kind of attached to that one.
Yeah.
R2's pretty great too.
I feel like we didn't need. Yeah, dude. I like 3. All of it. It's
all good. Cool. Yeah.
This is with the podcast. Like all what you're saying here is just we're fucking nerds. So we're like, hey, let's throw a somewhat professional looking set together and get to it. But
what are we talking about? Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Okay, so I'm very biased. I've watched current episodes of Power Rangers. I've watched pretty much all the Japanese Power Rangers up to current. It's like I love Power Rangers. I don't know why. It's like, I mean, it's something that I tell people. It's like, people that really are going to see this movie, the only people that really care about Power Rangers, and especially Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, are, if you weren't alive and young in the time they came out.
I do. I really do. Because, I mean, you see, I have boys and I loved it, but I wasn't shown enough. I need more of these special effects. They don't show enough of the same with Justice League.
But this, what we're forgetting, this is a trailer.
It's
teaser. Not a trailer. Yeah, it's a teaser. And like this is a thing I feel all of us as fans have been bitching about in these past years is they show you too much in the teaser. The teaser is the trailer, and then the trailer just shows you the whole fucking movie.
That's true. It's like Rogue One.
Yeah,
same thing.
Yeah, and then even fucking when you looked at Terminator Genesis, it showed you that John Connor was the bad guy. It showed you this. They should have taken away.
That was bad marketing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even
I think I would have liked that movie actually more if they didn't show me that in the trailer.
Yeah,
because John Connor was the best part of it. He was really good.
I even think Batman: Dawn of Justice. The reason a lot of people were upset, they showed too much. They showed you the entire beginning
and Wonder Woman. If they didn't show Doomsday or Wonder Woman had that as a surprise, it would have blown people's minds. Tits would have exploded.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Like, so it's just about the marketing, and it's like with this movie, I understand what's going. It's like I know we understand what's going on, but it's like fuck yeah, man, they got the superpowers. They're giving away all the surprises. No, what they've shown us,
good twists
is
make
like
movies.
Imagine if the Spider-Man trailer, Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man trailer, they only cut with all the beginning high school footage. And then that's the trailer they gave us. That's what this Power Rangers teaser is.
I got you.
It's just them getting their It's just showing you they meet in detention. They get their powers. They start figuring it out. But it doesn't give you Rita too much. It doesn't show you a monster. It doesn't give you swords. Gives you half of the outfit.
But what kind of draws me off of it is the dialogue's bad and the acting's bad. Even though I know it's a teeny bopper movie, it's still like Turtles. I know you love them, but that's why I can't watch them because they're just poorly written. The characters are the first one I understand not liking. I haven't seen the second one yet.
You're getting the second Ninja Turtles. It's the movie we thought we were going to get in like '93 with Vanilla Ice and all. We thought this was the sequel we would get. And they did it well. Like, even the Shredder's a badass dude. Krang's cool.
They ruined him in the first one.
I don't think they ruined him.
I like the white guy.
That's who was Shredder. That's why
they changed it to some random.
Well, that's why when you saw Shredder in the mech suit, it was a mech suit because there's this little white guy basically in it, and it's like a lot of those scenes had to be recut of him talking to somebody and shit. You would just see it was him standing somewhere, and then in the shadow, Shredder. No, he's not in it at all. That's in Shredder is the Japanese dude. And
still, I'm okay.
But he's not like the bald, disfigured one that
they use. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the very first one. I think it's good. The second one, Secret of the Ooze, is okay. The third one, I didn't care for.
I love the third one.
I didn't like that. Or see, I
Samurai.
Confused. I'm not too
Samurai and Kung Fu. Shaolin.
I got you. I've seen enough to know if it was Kung Fu or Samurai. I didn't remember. I just remember a lot of Asian
feudal Japan. But yeah, I love the third one, but I like Samurai shit. I like to put the third. It's what I do. Is The Last Samurai. I like to put them in black and white and watch them. It's interesting, man. It's just fun to watch because it's like even the Ninja Turtle Samurai movie when you flip it to black because for all the shit before they're in it in Japan, like it's a legit shit. And then you see Ninja Turtles in Japan in black and white Samurai.
Speaking of black and white, the Mad Max Chrome is coming out.
Yes, but fuck them. It's like, hey, I already bought this in 3D, and now you're gonna make me buy the movie again to have
black
this?
And white.
Hopefully, my Fire Stick will just have that version.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
I've seen the posters Power Rangers put out where they're hanging out on the Zords.
That looks pretty cool.
I think everything's going to look good. They don't want to give anything away yet because we're going to get our first glimpse of shit in the trailer. And when we get that, we might blow.
Rita looks awesome.
Yeah, dude.
They only show her for a split second too. And
now, here's my only beef with the movie. And it's like, I say it time and time again that it's like, I do not feel it's racist to have all-white super... I feel sometimes to make, the Human Torch into a black guy. It's like, see, now... You're making this a thing.
I agree, and I'm okay with certain things. If it's for example, I have no problem with the casting of Rogue One. I mean, I love Finn in Force Awakens. He was one of the best parts of it. Fine, but to have to make it be a black guy to make it different, like the Ghostbusters. having to make them women, and then you're right. When I watched it again, I actually watched it the other night. I still don't hate it.
You watched it?
But just the other day, me and Joel rented it, and like, okay,
it's
I'll
so
tell you,
sexist, man.
that's my problem with it. Like the movie, I don't think is that. I kind of like the plot. I like the villain.
It's like a bad Scooby-Doo episode.
It is, and I like that about it. But it's all the sexist stuff about men, and like they're making it. It's too hard. They're trying too hard to make it like.
And then to be like, oh, these fanboys are sexist. When you get to this movie and everything, you shoot a ghost that doesn't have a dick in the dick to take him out. The stupidest character is a man.
Yeah.
Like, everything about it's like you tried too hard to make this all about women, and then to yell at people without seeing it and calling them sexist, you knew what the fuck you made and you fucked up. And it made me mad.
And I don't mean to sound like a dick either. I mean, I'm not trying to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm all about. Women are funny. Say vagina.
Say vagina.
But
what's the bottom of a vagina?
But seriously, like it's not that bad. But then you watch it, it is, and it felt forced. It felt bad. And I want to do a podcast about, and I would like Chris to be on the one with us because I'd like to do.
Sorry.
We would like to retell all the different ways you could have made Ghostbusters and made it good, and still had all women, so we don't look like sexist.
I'm down with that, and I think they could have done it with better actresses.
Yeah,
like,
but I'll tell you what,
I like the blonde one. I don't care.
The Egon chick, like
she's
good. After rewatching and watching
she's
her,
the best part of it.
Yeah, I liked her.
But I did not care for Leslie Mann.
I like the main chick that starts out with tenure and shit. Whoever she is, I like her in it.
I didn't even mind.
I like she's stumbling.
Melissa McCarthy. I like
she's okay, but she annoys me.
It was the black woman.
The black woman is obnoxious.
She's obnoxious.
Like, what they do just make her
and
yell.
Then she had to make that random racist comment when they throw in the ground.
Oh, this is a lady thing or a black thing.
Well, that's not funny. Like that actually like made the movie like took it down a star for me.
It's like they told her just yell every other line, just scream it at them every other line. I don't know, but here's the thing: I really don't care because I would like Idris Elba to be James Bond.
Oh,
honestly, I would like the James Bond movie with
the two other choices. I'm totally down with Tom Hiddleston.
Oh, he got it. He has it. He's James Bond.
Craig said he's not done yet.
He's done. Yeah, they got rid of him.
But I like the other choice. It was the red-haired dude from Dreamcatcher that was on Homeland. He's really, really good.
I don't want a redhead James Bond though.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Like, but Idris Elba, I was 100. Amazing. So that's. Yeah. But now with this Power Rangers, what really upsets me as a fan is Billy is black and Zach like. I want to see Chinese-ass Trini. I want to see black Zach. I want to see white nerd Billy. I want to see just cliche white dude Jason, cliche white girl. Like, that's...
Did you ever notice, though, the white, red, and blue Rangers are
white?
Oh,
yeah.
And then green, we got Irish, they're white. And then we got the yellow one is Asian, the black one is black.
Well, yeah, but see, back then, I don't really think that was a thing. I just really think it was the casting.
I think so, too.
But the reason it was an Asian girl, this is fact that it was a guy that played... the Yellow Ranger and all the footage. And so what they needed was a flat-chested, skinny-ass person. Yeah. So it's a Chinese girl, and it got ethnicity in there. But it had nothing to do with the fact it's just
Yellow Ranger. Yeah,
it was a legit coincidence. But that's like, and now say they're going to invite the original cast to the premiere of this Power Ranger movie. Now poor Billy and Zach are going to have to sit there and just watch their character. Like, the Yellow Ranger's dead, so she's obviously not going to replace her. But it's like, these two characters are going to have to see their characters...
Didn't Jason murder somebody?
No, that was a Red Ranger from Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
That's right.
He killed his roommate with a sword. But his roommate was like busting in on him and his girlfriend trying to get him or something. He defended him. He grabbed his sword out of his room.
I thought
they were both martial artists.
Accused of murder.
No. He went to war or something and like killed people doing that, and like it kind of really. Now he's like a Christian and shit, but
gotcha.
But yeah, like, but just you know what I mean. It's like now, poor the actor that played Zach and the actor that played Billy. If they go, it's like, oh wow, we're the ones that.
Do we sound like racists? I'm wondering. Like,
I think we do. I think
I'm really not at all.
PC people do, but I'm saying it's more racist to do this.
I agree.
It's like
I totally agree. I just don't know if that's a racist thing to say. Like, I'm trying not to be. Because I'm not at all. I mean, For
the rest until this movie comes out, I have the flip head Power Rangers. I'm going to put Zach and Billy here with their heads flipped open, so we have a black ranger and the white-blue ranger.
We should do it.
And it shows the characters.
Put a rainbow behind Billy, too, because he's gay.
He is, see? Hopefully they make the black-blue ranger gay.
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
I was down with Andrew Garfield wanting to make Spider-Man gay.
I think that would be cool as shit,
awesome.
Dude. But yeah, so I'm super stoked, and this teaser gave me enough that I'm like, all right, now I want to see. Oh yeah, like Alright, so I think I've talked about my hatred for old Max Landis.
Yeah, he's a douche.
I've probably voiced this opinion on this podcast plenty of times, but...
I did like American Hustle,
it's okay.
American...
Graffiti?
No, not American Hustle, American Graffiti, American Ultra.
Ultra, yeah. American Badass.
American
It wasn't bad, but here's the thing. I think he's a douche. He's an overprivileged fucking brat who has a really great writer father, and he did good with the Superman comic he worked on and shit. And I don't mind Chronicle, but I don't care about Chronicle. Chronicle is every other cliche, but this is the thing with Chronicle. It's every other cliche. A group of teenagers get superpowers and do things. Power Rangers.
But the best part was the kid that goes bad. Like,
it was a great villain story. Yeah. But it's a cliche story in itself, and I didn't think it was anything great, and I didn't really care for the director. I don't think he's anything great, and you saw what he did with his first real big budget movie.
Apparently he got fucked on that.
Yeah, sure he did. But let's say I watched it. His angles and
because I've never
look, he filmed it. It was poor, man. It's piss poor.
That's why I haven't watched it. I haven't enough.
But Max Landis was, and this is maybe where at least Ant-Man with
Paul Rudd?
No, the British guy.
Edgar Wright.
Edgar Wright. They went out on okay terms, and you still saw Edgar Wright's charm and all put throughout the movie, which is cool. But Max Landis was one of the original writers with the group, and then they kind of gave him the boot. They're like, yeah, this is who we're narrowing it down to these guys kind of thing. They're going in a better direction, and then so they booted him off. And so now, after seeing the trailer, he's like, yeah, it's pretty cool how you can write half of a movie for a company and then they kick you off and you see the trailer and it's basically your movie Chronicle. And then he's like, a group of young kids that get superpowers and blah blah, and he's just going on and on. It's like, because you made a cliche movie based off all these old cliches.
The original Power Rangers, that's what happens.
But now what people are saying is, well, they didn't have their powers outside of when they morphed, and it's like, you still saw explosions. You saw explosions and shit, and they were fighting monsters outside of their uniforms.
Absolutely.
Like, it's like they get fucking sparks shooting off of them sometimes. Yeah. But so it's like you can't go that route. And I actually like that route of being like, look at him it's like old Spider-Man, the first one where you see him just like more.
I'm down for that. I don't like Max Landis either, man. You're right. He's an overprivileged douche. He's way full of himself.
Yeah.
His movies aren't that good.
No.
Like American Ultra, entertaining.
Good, right.
He's a good villain writer. I'll give him that.
Maybe
they write good villains.
Maybe that's what it is. But he's just a prick job.
It's still shit you've seen before. It's nothing new.
You're basing everything. Yeah. So it's like fuck him and his butthurt about it, but. I can't wait to see the first trailer for this, my man.
Yeah, I'll wait.
I'm already. When I just saw like the hidden in the sink and breaking it, that scene of them going underwater and then standing under and pushing through, like that kind of shit looks cool. It looks cool, man.
I need to see more. That's all.
That's what.
Same with Justice League. Need to see.
I'm excited from the teaser, but now I'm ready for the trailer.
Yeah, I'm
ready.
You know
what I mean? And it's like I said, I looked at the pictures of the posters of them like chilling on the Zord, and I do love just like. Black ass Billy just fucking like
that is pretty
crawled out on his triceratops, just like, what's up?
Yeah, I'm not down. I don't care as long as the kid can act.
Yeah,
like I tell you what I really liked, and I didn't think I was going to, was Creed. Like
that shit was so awesome to watch that. That shit reminds you of why the fuck you love Rocky,
man. Right,
and then when Rocky gets cancer, I'm like, no, Rocky, rock. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Nah, fuck Max.
All right.
Fuck's all Landis. I'll eat his butthole.
Well, by the way, Steve randomly the other day, we're riding down the street here by the college, and he screams out the window that he's going to eat all these kids' asses.
Listen, these overprivileged fucking college brats, man. They're standing there the whole time the light's red, and then we get the green arrow to turn. They just look us in the eyes and fucking walk. So I had to yell at him, I will eat all your assholes. I will eat you. And then this little Asian kid looked terrified. Like, he's a younger dude, but he is terrified. He was like taking off his shoes. I was like, yes, your asshole I will eat. But it's just like, they just make me so mad, these kids.
I hate them. They are overprivileged little kids.
Man, and it's like,
and it's gotten worse. 4 years ago when I moved here, it wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad,
man. Everybody's a douchebag.
6 years ago wasn't that bad, man. 4, 6, everybody did do the walk, but not in packs and groups like they do. Just the overall stand there and look at you.
Everybody wants to fight you.
But I think the difference was back in our day, their faces weren't buried in touch phones while they walked.
So
they were looking while doing it.
The smartphone has changed.
It's made, like, people don't even look or care anymore. Back in the day, they would just kind of glance or just do it, but...
Remember having to wait for a call at home?
Yeah.
Like, there was the phone. There wasn't your phone, there was the phone.
There was like an upstairs and a downstairs.
Maybe. We only had one phone. And
see, I got in trouble because my guardian I say I'm downstairs playing, doing my work. I did everything downstairs. That was where I stayed and did my shit. And say a friend called and I didn't get to the phone first. She did. She fucking like I'd have to wait to hear her hang up.
Yeah.
But then you never knew, did she hang up or is she holding the mute button? Is she listening? Well, these were things we had to worry about.
Back then, you could prank call anybody because nobody had caller ID.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh.
We beat the caller ID with *67.
That's true. That's true. Remember the little caller IDs you could buy that were like little screens that would show them?
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this because I feel we both are super excited for Get Out.
It looks weird and awesome. And
but see, when you watch alright, so Get Out is Jordan Peele's new movie that he's writing and directing.
Yeah, and directing.
And so...
But I didn't think he'd go in that direction.
Well, but when
Peele gets dark sometimes.
When you watch Tim and Eric, some of that shit's super dark and
I
weird.
don't like Tim and Eric, but I appreciate certain sketches.
But some of it just pushes really weird and uncomfortable feelings.
It does.
Key and Peele does that, and then some, man. Like it really goes.
You're right,
but it just goes over it up sometimes.
It's a horror movie, but it's like the horror's good. It reminds me of a Shyamalan movie almost. Like mixed with like the fucking horror comedy, like Dale and Tucker versus Evil or something. Like it's weird. And like the skeleton deer coming up and attacking him in the trailer.
Yeah,
like
dude, everything about it's weird. I love the heavy racism in it.
Oh, you know what I mean? It's such a good social commentary.
Exactly,
like they can do that. Like they're good at it, and like Jordan Peele's half white, isn't he?
Yeah.
So like
just like I'm excited, and this trailer fucks with you on so many levels, man.
I don't get really what the movie's about.
So basically, it's a black guy dating a white girl. He's gonna go.
Doesn't have to be an American, but his Caucasian girlfriend's cursed. It's cursed. So the estate's cursed. That's what it says. It's a cursed family estate.
Okay.
But I love the guy that's playing the dad, like Bradley Whitford, the guy that's from Adam's. What's that movie? Billy Madison. He was the villain in that. He was in the woods. He was one of the two guys. Like he's the dad, and he just looks really good in it. And the mother's Catherine Keener. Like it looks awesome, but
it looks crazy. It looks out of its mind.
Crazy.
It seems almost like a David Lynch film or an Aronofsky film.
Yeah,
right?
David Lynch. It's like David Lynch mixed with fucking what did I say before?
I don't
remember.
Oh, Shyamalan. It's like a David Lynch and Night Shyamalan collaboration. With a lot of racism. Yeah, dude.
I don't know. Is it rated R? I hope.
Yeah, dude. Rated R. It's crazy, man.
There's no much about it yet, but it comes out February the 24th.
Yeah, dude. February's becoming a good time for movies.
Spring is good for horror. Yeah, I noticed. And like, I still want to talk about Jason before we're done with this one. Yeah. But yeah, I want to see it. It looks great.
Yeah, and I didn't when I first watched the trailer. I didn't know what it was, who it was about, and I was like, this looks crazy. And then when it fucking flashes from the mind of Jordan, it's like,
what?
Oh, yeah, you know? So it's like, it's good to see it, because, they decided...
Keanu's highly underrated. Like, it should have done way better than it did. It was such a good movie.
That shit kills me,
man.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and it's like, I understand where they wanted to end on a high note with Key and Peele, and they don't want to just be known together all the time.
Yeah.
But I feel they both are respected individually before Key and Peele.
Like, even before this, I thought that Jordan Peele was like, I don't think he's as funny as the other one. I mean, he's funny, very funny.
I like Michael Key, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's my favorite part of it, but I think Jordan Peele's probably the brains behind a lot of it.
Yeah.
And like Michael Key's more like the...
He has the zazz, man.
The very first episode with the Barack Obama anger translator, it's still one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
But I'll tell you, when you see them play these characters, they sell everything they do.
Everything they do.
Like they're
Jordan Peele's Morgan Freeman is flawless. Like he does it flawlessly.
Yeah, dude. He does like everything. But I'm a big fan of them, and I'm bummed to see the show go. But I'd like to see them still work on shit together.
They will.
But I hope if he really pulls Get Out off, like.
It's horror. I mean, I'm so excited. Like, it's built under horror. There wasn't comedy. It's just said horror.
Horror, dude. And it's
IMDb,
full on horror, man. But it's just mind blowing looking, and it's like I want to see. Like, I would like to see him do more. But once again, this movie may be a great horror flick. The next one could be maybe the funniest fucking movie you've seen, or it could be the most romantic or saddest thing. Like I feel he's a dude that could do. Yeah, you don't know where he's gonna come from, and I think he can handle any genre.
I agree.
Given like the writing and doing of it. So, but it's like, this is a movie I can't not wait for.
We want to move on? We got a few more things to talk about.
Let's talk Monster real quick, because the director of that is of...
The Strangers.
The Strangers,
Brian Bertino, I think is his name. And, like, The Strangers I loved.
Yeah.
I mean, it was what I wanted from, like, I love Halloween, and it was a new Halloween for me. Like, that's a Halloween, that's the new Halloween for me, The Strangers. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, dude.
You don't see the end coming where they kill him. I mean, it's just a very realistic...
Dude, that scene still where he shoots his buddy in the closet.
It's Dennis from It's Always Sunny, if you watch it.
Yeah.
You don't realize until...
But it's like, how
They all started in horror, by the way. Did you know that?
Really?
Campfire Tales? Remember that movie? Mm-hmm. Real shitty movie where they told stories. It was like an anthology.
Probably.
With Charlie Day and Ron McElhaney are in it. Like,
really?
It was 1993 or 4. Like, yeah. It's like, so they all started in shitty horror. And what's her name? Dee is from Curb Your Enthusiasm. She was the sister on that.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know. It's like they've all been around for a while.
Yeah.
I'm glad they came together and did that show, though. That show's priceless.
And, I thought it was going to get overplayed, but then you watch the next scene.
It's so like good.
Once they stop taking it serious and let the fans ride it, like, that's what really just saved it. Now, you don't expect reality to even be a function.
I think a good thing about that show, too, is they can work in the world of, like, cartoonish things and make it work.
That's
like,
it.
It can be super slapstick and over the top and ridiculous. We got off track.
The
Monster. Looks like a good,
claustrophobic
horror movie.
And then when you see the bitch in the forest with, like, the torch and shit, it's like, the first thing my mind thought was, I want to know where she gets that torch. How does it go from this car on this road to that torch?
The monster looks scary.
The monster looks killer. Even finding that tooth in the dog and shit. Like, everything about it, it doesn't show you too much. It doesn't do any...
Dogs ain't got teeth like this.
So it's like, that good. Shit, I tried. I gotta be able to watch it. It's gonna have a limited theater release.
We should just go to Pittsburgh one day and do a double feature again. I want to do that. I'll pay for the gas. Like, we should do it because I enjoyed that.
I need that Wagyu beef.
Oh man,
I need that. That burger was stress-free.
The Burgatory. If you've never been to Pittsburgh, if you've never been to it, you gotta go. It's amazing.
Alcoholic milkshakes.
You
didn't even. My buddy gave it to me. I was like, "Oh, that's delicious." He's like, "It's alcoholic." I was like,
"You get Buffalo burgers."
Or Buffalo, Buffalo and elk,
Wagyu beef, so good,
and
it's affordable. It's not that expensive.
That's what you think you're going in for, that custom burger. We're not sponsored by them, but by God, when you want to do a double feature, make your in between stop the Burgatory.
The AMC, what's it called?
The Lowe's Theater.
The Lowe's Theater, and then go to the Burgatory right across the street. And that's an awesome theater too. It's huge. People were friendly. It was good.
Everything about it. That's a hell of a theater.
Yeah,
honestly.
And it looks awesome. It's a little Chinese theater.
Yeah,
like
it's
cool.
Killer. It's killer.
It's huge inside. There's like 2-3 IMAXs in there. Yeah,
it's unreal, man. It's like, and it just seems real. I sometimes get flipped around when I walk out or go to a bathroom. I don't even know how to get back to my place.
Oh yeah. But if you don't know where we live, like if you're watching from another place, which you probably know us if you're watching this, but Morgantown is only an hour from Pittsburgh, and this is a pretty big city too. I mean, it's becoming like a little Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
like it's. We don't live in bumfuck West Virginia. We actually live in. This is probably the biggest city in West. I mean, Huntington's the largest. We have more people. Like we have the highest population.
It's just expanded so much with
college,
having a university,
WVU. Yeah,
but it's a good place, and you got access to a lot of shit. I mean, Baltimore. It's 3 hours, you know what I mean?
DC's 3.
Yeah, so it's like you're right around everything around here. It's pretty nice. But if that wouldn't be because we're not really going to get a Halloween movie this year, really.
No.
So if Monster, but this isn't going to come out until December, so maybe if it can be timed right, maybe that'll be released around the time Star Wars.
We can do a double feature IMAX and then
it's like
we did Captain America and Green Room last time.
So we got a nice little low key and then a huge, it's just like a big old budget. So that would be nice. But if you don't know what the Monster is, go type in the Monster trailer and write THE the Monster.
Yeah.
And 2 words, and then you'll see it, and it's a direct TV. Is that
who's doing it?
Yeah,
so it looks awesome. I mean,
so it's not a huge budgeted thing.
It doesn't need to be. All they need is to use their money on that one monster.
Yeah,
if they use it all on the monster because they got unknown actors.
That last scene where you kind of see the outline of it and see it in the window for a second, like it looks cool. So, but you know what it kind of reminded me of?
What's that?
The Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
It did a little bit.
Kind of looked like that.
Also, like the thing from the Relic.
Yeah, and it slightly seemed to have like a fatter, longer head, like the alien.
Yeah, I love the Relic, by the way, with that Tom Sizemore. Like, he's awesome. That monster's good. Like, that's a good movie.
Yeah, so
good book too.
I would we're not gonna talk too long on this here, but let's honestly, if you listen to this, go look up the Monster. Like, really go watch the trailer and see how you feel. If you like horror, it seems and it's a good director and shit. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm taking your
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. It's the podcast. I don't need them outside of this shit and streaming video games. Let's see. Yeah, let's talk about this one because I think it's a gem.
Oh Jesus!
We watched the trailer and I think it's adorable. Like
but they could have done. I mean, I know it's Nickelodeon and Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Now I don't know if this is a movie or a TV series.
I think it's a TV movie.
That's what, and I think it's going to be Thanksgiving.
That's fine, but it looks so bad and so cheap, and like they're trying.
It's a Nickelodeon TV movie.
No,
it's okay.
Goosebumps was great,
but that was a big movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a little TV Nickelodeon.
That's true.
So it's like the fact that they got the original host to play like the host at the theme park for it. You saw they had the golden monkey, the silver monkey had to piece together. They did it wrong. The green monkey. The silver snakes. And the silver snakes. But it's like, it's the green monkeys.
Green monkeys, silver snakes,
but it's the golden ape they have to put together.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's like, I'm hoping...
I'll watch it. I mean...
And, something else I'm hoping is, you remember when you played in the game show, that if they got one of the medallions for doing something, when they would get caught by the Ooga Booga Men.
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
They would give that to them and they would get to continue through, but I mean, it could happen to you again. So it's like, I'm hoping there's a little throwback to they have some kind of thing to give the person.
It's nostalgic. I'll watch it, but it looks like trash.
When you see the statue talking CGI, it look dope as shit, man. It actually, it looks solid as fuck, but Legends of the Hidden Temple, man, like, if you watched it, it was a thing, and to just make something... I mean, they can make a Battleship movie.
Like you were saying, I want Double Dare to come back. Like, I'd watch Double Dare. Double Dare was awesome with physical challenges and having to
make it American Ninja meets fucking Double Dare.
Boom, there you go. And what would you do?
Yeah, man.
I like Mark Summers.
Yeah.
Because he still is okay. Like,
he does a germaphobe and a neat freak.
Oh, yeah. And he does all the Cooking Network shows.
Yeah.
Like the Chopped.
And he's on TV.
I love the Cooking Network. Chopped is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good game show.
You know who I like?
They make delicious food.
I like that mean man on the Cooking Channel.
Which one?
The one that just cusses people out.
He's not on the Cooking Channel.
He's on Ramsay. Ramsay, he is my dude, man. He makes everybody feel shit about everything.
He's Kitchen Nightmares.
But dude, when he straightens these fuckers out, man, like, there's one episode with these people from, like, Jersey or somewhere that made cupcakes. They were idiot motherfuckers, man. And, like, there was just a two-parter about how bad these people were, man.
Did you ever watch the one with the big buff English guy that goes in and he's like, this place needs to be cleaned up? You know what I'm talking about? Well, he used to be, like, in English Secret Service, and, like, he's huge and buff. And, like, I feel like he's super nice. But they all terrified during the show, and I feel like when they're in commercial break, he's like, come here. Caitlin, the little waitress, come in. And he comes in and he breaks her neck in front of everybody. He's like, now, if you don't want to end up like Caitlin, you'll do what I say. Thank you for coming back to Kitchen Impossible. That, it was like, I don't know. I think Gordon Ramsay does that too. He comes up, he drops the English accent and goes straight for the German. He's like, come over here. I got something to teach you. And he puts a gun behind her. One of the waitresses here shoots her in the head. And then they go on with the show, and everybody else is like, oh, shit.
Puts the meats on the bottom shelf again.
Yeah, meat on the fish. Yeah. Sanitation rule number 1! And just blows their brains out. Alright. Wow.
Go look up all Legends if you get a shot, man, because it's gonna be adorable. But on my Thanksgivings, I prefer to watch the Godfather trilogy.
Goosebumps.
The live action?
That was good. That was really good. No, the show.
Oh, yeah.
I like the show was the old
great.
show.
It felt like little mini.
No, I mean the movie.
The movie with Jack Black was great. And like classic Goosebumps, she calls some shit and full circles it, and it's great. And Jack Black
is just a lovable guy.
I bet Arnold Stein's like, no, but I was never that lovable.
Like, I want to read his R-rated book, or his like adult book. It's called Red Rain or something. And apparently, he's like really good.
Well, he's a good writer. I mean, when you see how many of those books he pooped out,
and they have twists and turns and like
really well written.
My favorite was Welcome to Camp Nightmare. The one where the kid goes to camp and it's like it was on another planet at the end of the Earth, like
because they had that giant monster that they were doing. And shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I liked on the TV series that last shot is them looking up at the planet Earth from their planet.
Yep.
They're like, yeah, you can do the mission.
Yeah,
it's like it's cool shit. Let's see. Let's do nice. We're basically done. Let's talk because this one I know neither
looks
of us.
awesome.
It's like so the first one.
John Wick 2.
John Wick, alright, so in the first one, I saw that trailer, I was like, finally, we're going to get to see Keanu Reeves, a bad motherfucker. Like, I just had a badass Keanu, and I thought it looked so cool.
You mean the first John Wick?
Yeah. And then I was in Memphis
The movie blows your mind. Like,
I told my dad, I told him, look, we need to just go see this movie. I was like, don't worry about a trailer. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a killer movie. And then when we saw it, like, he'll fall, like, he works a lot. He works night shift, so he'll fucking just sleep through the damn movie. And this was a movie that I didn't see him sleep through it, man. He was there the whole day, like, from start to finish. Like, when they kill that dog, it does not stop.
It's fun, and like, Keanu's awesome. It's got humor, it's got action.
But in the world,
the whole Secret Service, like, the coins, the golden coins.
It's like the universe it's in is just so weird and surreal.
And I love the villain. He is so good. That guy, the guy from the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the Swedish version. He is so funny. Like, when John Wick's, like, fighting, he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, it's just, he's so likable. He's like, and you don't hate him. He didn't do it. His son did.
His son, I don't know. He's just a dad at the end of the day.
One more really good movie I just want to throw in there before I forget was the last Liam Neeson action movie that he did with Ed Harris, Run All Night.
Oh, that
was fucking awesome.
He was a sad character in that, wasn't he?
Yeah, now in places I didn't expect. And when Ed Harris stabs his son's best friend in the back, like, that's one of the most brutal scenes. Like, he's like, I don't want to die. And he's like, oh, I would never do that. And he hugs him. He just stabs him in the back. And, it's brutal.
That's brutal. Yeah, man.
I love it.
But John Wick 2, you see the trailer, you see... I think it's going to open, like, where he said, I didn't think to see you back so soon, it's the black dude.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be him coming back after doing all that shit to find safety at that hotel a minute. Mm-hmm. And then it's going to go through...
Something's going to happen.
Something's going to...
He's got a dog in it. And
he's got that pit bull from the end of the first one.
Yep.
But it's like, I really, like, I don't even know where this movie, what the story could be now. But
it's out of retirement.
Yeah, it's the two action... They were just stunt guys. And they wrote and directed a movie. And so, but I mean, you saw the training video of Keanu, like, doing the actual shooting through the range and shit. And it's like, when you see that scene of him through that tunnel, just tap, tap, tap.
Headshots. Nothing but headshots.
Yeah, man, like, it's just, it's killer. Like, it's the greatest role. Like, John Wick. I want the movie where John Wick, John McClane, and Liam Neeson's from Taken.
You gotta get another John, though. You gotta have 3 Johns.
Nah, the third one is Liam Neeson's character from Taken.
Hold on. There's got to be another good John.
I don't know what his name is, though.
It's John?
I don't know. He can't be a John.
Hopefully it's John.
If he's John in
that movie needs to be made right now. I don't think it's John.
It's not. Taken, man. That blew people up.
Please be John.
Brian.
Damn. John, and Brian. No, you can't have that.
You can't. Taken dudes... He would just Taken John Wick.
John Wayne. Put him in there.
Put in Mayfield.
Yeah.
Have him do the voiceover.
Well, it's time to kick some ass, boys.
But yeah, John Wick 2 looks super. And once again, the trailer doesn't give a single shit away. You don't know what the fuck it's about. You just know he's kicking ass.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah, he's just... Yeah. It's like...
And he's got a dog.
His headshots are the equivalent to Liam Neeson's trach shots.
Tell you what, another good headshot movie we talked about earlier was Olympus Has Fallen. That's got some good headshots in it. That's like Call of Duty in a movie.
See, yeah, but also...
And more than Battlefield, actually, because all the shit collapsing.
I really... The dude, whoever... Like, he made Die Hard without calling it Die Hard.
Antoine Fuqua.
It's just Die Hard in the White House. It's the wrong man at the wrong time.
That's right.
In the wrong situation, man. Honestly, Olympus Has Fallen is just Die Hard.
It is. You're right.
It's a John McClane character in the White House. Why it's attacked.
Did you see the other one that was came out?
London Has Fallen?
No, White House Down. That was trash. Like, that guy has so many bad movies.
Why does he do
Independence Day is like the only good one. 13th Floor is alright, but 2012, 10,000 BC, Day After Tomorrow, like, they're all shit shows.
Day After Tomorrow, fucking, all those, man. Terrible.
Oh, Roland Emmerich.
But yeah, John Wick, I mean, that's...
you don't Godzilla, too.
You don't have to see this to just give it a certified fresh.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
Like, that shit's gonna be a fucking 100% on all fronts. I'm excited for Birth of a Dragon. I know you're not.
I just looks like overrated. Like,
I'm just glad to see Bruce Lee played as a character now and just in something.
Yeah, but it looks dumb.
Hey man, I want to see. I want to see an American martial arts, man. It's like it's a genre that we don't get, and because we don't really do it, we don't.
I do miss the movies of like Bloodsport and Lionheart, and those were good movies. Like,
did you ever watch The Kickboxer?
Yeah.
I watched the new one with Batista.
Is that any good?
Dude, it's The Kickboxer, and now Van Damme plays the mentor that teaches him to kickbox. And it's like the story and shit. Like it was really, really good. But Birth of the Dragon, I just want to see more martial arts with Great Wall coming out and Birth of a Dragon and maybe these superhero movies doing the martial arts. I would like to see more action-packed. Even
All
John Wick, the way it's going.
I still want to see a new Mortal Kombat. I want the good movie. Like,
you know, they did really well with the YouTube series.
I like the first movie.
And then they did the second part of it, and it was like
good.
They shit on the whole first segment they did, man. But yeah, I Mortal Kombat is if you get to how bad the CGI is in it,
it's not that bad anymore. Like, I mean, not as bad as the second one. Oh,
well, say that's basically
like one of the worst
Sci-Fi Channel's
like,
first fucking movie.
You will die. So bad.
But the first one is legit as fuck. But so is Street Fighter, man. I think that's a badass.
I don't mind it. I like it.
For a video game where you stand on this screen and fight each other.
They had a good story.
Solid story.
Ron Jolie is great.
Dude, that's he's awesome. They fucking even Van Damme as Guile. Mm-hmm. Perfect for the time.
Didn't care for Ryu and Ken too much, or Ryu or whatever.
Actually, I've grown to like. I don't like. Ken. I've grown to like that actor that played Ryu. Ken's been in a handful of things. He never really took off. Neither did a lot of those people. Yeah. I always liked the black guy that played DJ. He was also
Zangief was good. Saget was the guy from West Studi, the guy
Juana Man. You remember Juana?
Oh
Man?
yeah,
that's who played DJ. Juana Man.
Juana Man. The guy that
Saget was funny.
Saget was the guy from all those like.
He's that Native American dude.
Yeah. We were talking about him one day. We did something with him on a podcast.
Yeah, we were talking about probably something that needed a fucking Native
American.
And then I was like, well, even or whatever we were talking about. I didn't think he was. I thought he was like Indian or Thailand or something.
No, but he is Native American. Yeah. Last time he was the villain in that.
Yeah, and then he's
cutting people up.
Wounded Knee and shit. Yeah. I even think
he was in even that Seth MacFarlane one that came out.
Yeah.
Million Ways to Die West, which I like. I know you didn't care for it, but the director's cut is so much better.
It's
a half an hour longer. I mean,
it just felt cheaper force from the.
They cut so much. Like there's so many good scenes and the really good funny scenes they cut.
We're good at this.
Oh man! All right. Do you want to talk about this at all?
Would you like to?
Well, I want to talk about first the fact that Friday the 13th is being rebooted, which is one of my favorite series, and I don't care how bad they are, they're all fun. I mean, when they're on, you watch them. But the new one is written by the guy that wrote Prisoners. Like, that's a really well-written, awesome movie. Like, I'm interested to see what's happening, and the guy that's directing it's the guy that did The Crazies, Breck Eisner. It's a really good movie. Like, I'm thinking this is going to be an actual good movie. Like, it's going to be.
Did you say it's a prequel and it's going to be Jason
in the 80s?
As a kid, then
I don't know. I think Jason is an adult, maybe, and he's the killer. But his father's in it. Like, it's either flashbacks or something. But they're going to introduce you to his father, and the mother's in it too. So I don't know what's. They're probably going to start off the same. He drowns,
they're just gonna,
and then he comes back as a ghost later. But I think there's going to be more to it. I think they're going to make Jason scary, and I think it's going to be like good dialogue between the teens, like a funny, actual, likable cast instead of these stupid douchebags in these movies. I'm really excited. And the guy that wrote Prisoners, I mean, that's a well-written screenplay. That's one of my favorite movies. Like,
that's why the fact that they're getting such a great writer, like just a legit-ass writer for a horror film.
I can't believe it. Like, I was so excited to hear that. And it's going to apparently open against Halloween. The new Halloween.
The new one.
Yeah. Which, I'll see it, but I want to see who they get to do it. I'm hoping they get an actual good director to do it. If they do, I'm on board. Because Carpenter's just producing. He's not doing nothing else.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
4 of diamonds.
You got it severely wrong the last time.
8 of diamond! I was just missing 4.
Wow.
Fuck yeah, people. Psychic. I'm 50% half psychic.
You said what? Something of clubs last time, and it was the Ace of Hearts. Like 7 of clubs. Watch this, and it was not even close.
Well, now I got.
This is also not even close. You only got the suit right.
Suit, but I mean, 8 is just 4 twice, so it's in the ballpark.
But you're making
it was an extra
number
4.
23 connections now.
It was an extra 4.
Okay, all right. But your card tricks are great. Anyway. But yeah, like, I'm excited, and I also recently both watched 31 and Don't Breathe.
Oh, man.
And I gotta say, Don't Breathe is one of the best suspense movies I've seen in a while. The whole movie reminded me of the end of Silence of the Lambs, where she's walking around in the vision. Like, it was tense. It had a great twist, which I'm not gonna give away, but it was a doozy.
I feel we should do a spoiler of it sometime, but just wait and make that a thing once maybe it's released.
What's going on with him is not what you expect. Like, I thought he was a serial killer.
Well, yeah.
He's not. But I'm not going to say anything more. Something else is happening, and it's weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. It's girl with the dragon tattoo weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome.
It's killer. 31 was raw, like the...
It was a
Doom
quintessential Rob Zombie movie.
And I'll tell you,
Doomhead's a great villain.
Rob Zombie's like, I'm going to make my Joker. And what the Joker would be is this insanely psychotic man that murders. And
I love
instead of the red lips, he'd just stand there in front of the mirror and just punch his nose and mouth over and over until he's just bleeding. And then smear his smile on. That is the Joker.
That's awesome.
And he would use switchblades.
The movie's not great. I mean, I'm going to say that. I really enjoyed it, but I'm a Rob Zombie fan.
Once it starts, it's fun.
The pacing's off.
Once they get to the place, then it's good. But the beginning is just your classical Texas Chainsaw Massacre, younger adults in a van doing whatever they're doing.
But if you like Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses,
you're going to love this movie.
This is your movie. See, I'm more of the Lords of Salem Halloween 2 person. I love his psychedelic
shit. You had a Mexican midget Hitler clown.
Dude, it was great. It was great. The dialogue's funny, and this movie was really good. And when they're eating, that's the best scene. I don't want to ruin that scene. Yeah, dude. That's a really good scene.
So yeah, man, we'll have to do a podcast about that one too, but maybe once it's out. So we definitely don't, because why are you gonna fucking listen to it if you don't have the ability to see it first? And I don't. Did it even hit theaters?
What?
31?
No, well, for one night it did, but now it's available. It was one night last month.
Oh,
now
it's
available on demand and all that shit. I don't think it came out on DVD yet.
Okay, well, we still maybe could do that then.
Yeah. But I recommend it. Yeah. It's good. It's entertaining.
Don't Breathe. I don't know if that's still in theaters.
I think it just went out.
Yeah,
but it was awesome.
Man.
Oh, also, I saw The Blair Witch, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta finish it. It's really good. Once they get, I tell you, it's a little slow starting, but when they get in the woods, the shit is awesome. They fuck with body horror, and time is off, and it's always night, and they're waking up in weird hours. They add so much more to the story, and then when they get to the actual house at the end, it's one of the best last 20 minutes I've seen of a horror movie, maybe ever. It's that good.
Really?
And it's terrifying. I was scared.
Well, I like the director and all that.
And he's really good.
Yeah.
He's going to be somebody one day. He's going to get bigger roles, or bigger jobs.
He could have the potential to be the next Wes Craven.
I agree. Because Your Next is great, and I loved The Guest.
Yeah,
it's great, and I loved his VHS segment, and
mm-hmm.
I loved
him and his buddy that does the writing.
Oh, the ABCs of Death with the duck?
The duck. They gave us Q. What the fuck?
What do they do with Q?
They don't respect us.
Yeah.
They're totally shitting on us right now. That show is hilarious.
That was
man.
Good. They did it for no budget whatsoever.
We gotta kill this
one of the best ones in there.
So that shows where they're at. So in the last episode we didn't do it, but we're gonna go ahead and do our Marry Fuck Kill. This one gets into bestiality. It's gonna get a little bit weird.
Do you want to go there, or do you want to go horror icons?
I don't think either are good situations. So what would you like to do?
I would rather
maybe weird.
Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface.
I feel like we've done this.
No, I don't think we've done Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface.
Maybe we picked our dream team is what it was.
I think it was.
Our Justice League of villains, hard people. All right, so who we want to do?
Freddy, Jason, because it's almost Halloween.
I think we did Jason and Michael Myers or somebody before.
I don't think we did. I don't think we did.
Well, even if not, or if we did, who gives a fuck? This is what you're getting, because we completely forgot this was a segment.
Oh, yeah.
What? Season 2.
Because I know what I'm going to do.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm marrying Jason.
Okay.
Because he's too dumb to not be faithful.
Okay.
He's more... I feel like Jason, when he goes to kill somebody, if you threw a red ball in front of him, he'd go off and chase the ball. I feel like he'd be docile once I tame him down a little bit. He will be.
Faithful.
I'm going to kill Freddy because he's terrifying. And he would... Could you imagine your dreams for the rest of your life? It would be awful.
Could you imagine the sex? He could be anybody, anything.
But he's got the claw hands, and that would just get in the way.
In the dreams is where you're really getting the magic.
I can't deal with that Christmas sweater for the rest of my life.
Remember, I know you don't care about titties and women, but you remember where he turns into that hot nurse and makes out with the little boy in the mental hospital?
I do, actually, yeah.
That's the kind of shit you're going to get with him.
That's too weird. I don't want it. I just want Jason just to lay there.
All right.
And then I guess I'll fuck Leatherface. That'd be a crazy fuck.
He's going to have, his condom. The condom is going to be made out of, the
human
skin
flesh.
of people.
I know.
Yeah.
But, no.
It's cool.
No condom.
Oh, true.
Raw dogging it on that one. Imagine what his butthole would look like.
Ooh.
It's not been cleaned in years.
Meaty chunks.
Meaty chunks, yeah. Like a can of Dinty-Moore.
Alright, here's what I'm going to do. Neither of these are good.
None of them are good, yeah, good choice.
I'm going to go ahead and, I'm gonna marry Freddy because shit's gonna be kinky for life.
Shit's gonna be kinky for life.
Like kinky as hell. Like I'm talking
in a dream world. I mean, imagine if he loved you, where he could take you.
You know, and he's gonna tie me to the bed with tongues. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird. So I'm gonna marry Freddy. See, neither one's a fucking zombie child, and the other
a retarded ghost. Okay,
he is. One's a retarded ghost, and the other's just a retarded man. So, if I'm gonna have to fuck one of these retards, I'll fuck the retarded ghost, so it's different.
Yeah. Fuck Leatherface. Jason's lovable. He's just a lovable dude. You know.
So I'm gonna fuck Jason, and then Leatherface. I'm just gonna kill him off.
Yeah.
You know, because he's weird. He's gross.
He's a weirder.
He's just a gross weirdo.
At some point, he's gonna wear your face.
At least Jason's just waterlogged. He's like...
yeah, he's squishy.
Yeah.
Gooey.
This is...
Feel like you pull apart like string cheese if you try to...
Oh. This might have been one of the worst Mary fuck kills.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, just for the sake... let's go ahead and record this now. I'm gonna put it at the other end of the other video.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
let's do two.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get extra weird. And we're gonna do Mufasa... Shere Khan, which is the tiger from the Jungle Book, and Po, the Kung Fu Panda. Marry, fuck, kill.
I'm gonna marry Mufasa.
Oh, you know it.
Because he's the king.
Yeah, dog. And
he's
gonna take care of you. He might have a lot of...
Just that voice alone will make you orgasm.
He's got a lot of bitches, but as long as I'm the top bitch, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's true. But that's still, even to be one of his bitches, I would feel
epic,
royalty.
Yeah. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and say we're both marrying him.
I'm gonna kill Shere Khan.
Yeah, I was gonna maybe rage fuck him, but he's just
like, I don't like it. Like Poe's adorable. I'm gonna fuck him. I mean, could you imagine the bouncy belly and the
Jesus? So yeah, let's kill.
He'd be making you noodles and
definitely be making you dope ass noodles.
Yeah,
but see, you only get that one night.
You're fucking Jack Black.
You only get him for one night. That's what's sad. That's why.
But you got Mufasa for life. Who cares?
That's true. That's true. But
he will protect you.
Although Mufasa smacks a bitch around.
I bet he does.
You know. He's like, what's Nairobi? Boom.
Nairobi. Yeah.
He's like, come here.
I feel like Shere Khan would just eat you.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna be fun.
No.
But see, he's like.
Why are they all men again? Like every one of these is men. You notice this? Every single thing over here has a penis.
See, here's what I've come to find. Most of the ones you have come up with
have been men,
and so it's like they're always dudes. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I guess why not?
I mean, we could throw another one in there. Like we could put little what's her face.
No, we're good. That's the point of the marry fuck kill. All right. Man. Fuck, if we would do it with mustaches, why the hell not?
We did
it with mustaches. So why the fuck not, man? There goes our video footage again. If we hadn't done a second one, we would have been A-okay. Just shut the fuck up, kid.
Well, we're done. I mean, we got it done.
We're gonna say
we're at an hour.
Goodbye.
All right, well, goodbye. And tune back in.
Yeah, we'll
be many
back
more.
in the swing. Season 2, we'll try to double. Fuck it. We have more time. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Ugh.